Did you know that you've been lied to? These 5 myths are actually what is really destroying your hair. As a licensed cosmetologist, I'm about to expose what the hairstylists in this world have not been telling you. Now, I've been doing hair for over 25 years, and number one has been probably the most important one. Who told you that trimming makes your hair grow? That's not true. Trimming is actually going to be vital to keeping the hair healthy, but growth comes from the scalp, not your ends. Whoever said that, they really have been telling bold-faced lies. Now, don't get me wrong, a trim is vital. You should be trimming your hair at least once every quarter if you're natural, or once every 8 to 12 weeks if you're relaxed. You can also say following the schedule with your retouch relaxer, as long as your stylist is not trimming your hair based on her mortgage schedule. Myth number 2, grease is not moisture. Who made this up? Hair grease, the Blue Magics, the hair bombs, all of these different grease that are out there, they do not equal moisture. Moisture comes from the actual molecule of water. When we talk about moisture, we're talking about using water, using hydration, using a steamer, using a processing cap, using something that is going to actually add the water molecule to the hair. Now, grease, don't get me wrong, is a great way to add a little bit of hydration to the scalp. But does it take the place of actual wash day? Does it take the place of actually treating your hair with a deep conditioner, a hooded heated dryer to create what? Steam? Or does it take the place of you actually utilizing your steamer to introduce intense hydration into the hair? No. Hair grease was created for the hair. It can be used on the scalp, but you always want to make sure that you're using a lightweight hair grease on the scalp. Not these heavy hair greases that make you feel like Vaseline and it's literally clogging the cuticle itself. This one is a biggie. Myth number 3, heat damage is reversible. Yeah, I know I'm talking to you. I know you're sitting there like, yeah, girl, they told me this product right here is going to fix my hair after this other stylist burnt my hair off, or after you specifically burnt your hair off. Baby, that's not true. Heat damage is not reversible. Heat damage is one of those things that once it occurs, once the follicle is dead, it has to be cut off and regrown. That is one of the disadvantages of heat damage. Heat damage is one of those things that you cannot come back from. You have to grow back from. I always tell people, if you are going to get that silk press, that's okay, but you need to do it in moderation. If you're gonna blow dry your hair, that's okay, but should you be doing it every single day? Absolutely not. And if you're going to flat iron your hair, that's okay, but should you be doing it every single day? Absolutely not. Right now, I'm wearing an actual quick weave. Half of my head is curled, the other half doesn't even look like it was touched by anything. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna get up and go get a flat iron, because I'm not going anywhere. I have a cold, so I'm working from home. So my hair won't be touched. The hair that's in front of this quick weave is actually my hair. Does that mean that I'm going to go and curl it or blow dry it every single day? No. Please, don't ever let someone out there tell you that heat damage is reversible. Don't let them sell you products telling you that this is gonna change the game for you and reverse the heat damage that has already occurred, because that is not true. This one is one of my faves. Protective styles actually protect your hair. Baby, that is not true. Crystal is gonna always be the one to tell you the truth. Protective styles actually protects the hair from you, but not from damage, not from deterioration, not from shedding, not from thinning, not from balding, but only from you. For those of you that run to get these tailbone rope twists, or you are running to get these box braids, you're running to get your crochets, you're getting your sew-ins, you're getting all these things, and you're telling your hair that you are protecting it from every other element in the world but you lied. That is not true, you guys. Protective styles is something that should be used in moderation. There is no excuse for wearing any form of protective style more than about 4 to 8 weeks max. The reason why I say 8 weeks is because I'm a mom. I got kids. I know we can't afford to give them every single style every single week. So yes, we're gonna stretch those braids sometimes. We're gonna stretch those cornrows sometimes. But I want you to really think about it. The longer you stretch those braids, the longer you stretch those cornrows, the longer you keep that sew in, when you take it out, do you ever notice that your hairline is suffering? Do you ever notice that you're losing more hair than you started with? Do you notice that while you are gaining length, are you gaining density? No, because you weren't protecting the hair from anyone but yourself and the laziness of not doing your hair on a regular schedule. I want you to go ahead and stop telling yourself that, because that's not true, you guys. That is a myth. Protective styles were invented to protect the hair from you who doesn't want to do anything to it on a long-term basis. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm not guilty. I've had this styling for a little over a week, but best believe this baby's coming out in 2 weeks. Why? Because I know that this is not going to do me any good when it comes on to having a healthy head of hair. This last one is for you product hoarders. And yes, I'm guilty. Of course, being the owner of Elite Hair Care, yes, I have a billion products in my arsenal because I actually make those products, right? But who told you that it takes 20 plus products to grow and keep your hair healthy? Because baby, that is not true. If you guys know anything about Crystal, you know that my motto is hair care is extremely simple. I'm all about simplicity. I come from the old school realm. I come from the realm where we did not use a million products to grow our hair. Yet our hair was just as long and healthy as this weave that I'm wearing right now. It was just as full and soft and beautiful like this weave that I'm wearing right now. Who told you that you need 20 different products to make your hair healthy, to retain your length, to keep it growing? Because I sure didn't. What do I always suggest? I always say shampoo, a good conditioner, a good treatment, a good serum, a good styling product for after the fact, like a gloss, and a heat protectant if you're gonna use heat. I'm all about simplicity because that is exactly what hair requires. Simplicity, nothing more, nothing less. So I use aloe vera at night, and then tomorrow I drop an egg on it, and then next week I use Carol's Daughter, and then Tuesday I use Elite Hair Care Clarify and Refresh, and then Thursday I use Mael, and then Saturday I use this one, but then last Thursday I use Do Grow, and then this Sunday I sprinkle dirt on top of it, and then I go and I get some leaves, and I crush them up with some aloe vera and honey, and that brings in the moisture. And this is the reason why my hair is so long while your hair is literally at your ear. Baby, I'm here to tell you that it does not require 20 plus products to keep that hair nice and healthy. Let's not do that anymore. Let's get back to being simple when it comes on to hair care. Let's get on to the simplicity. I want you to go back to your childhood when your parents didn't have $1 billion and they were not around here buying 60 products to keep your hair healthy, yet your hair was healthier. Let's think about that. So I hope me debunking some of these myths for you guys is really going to set you guys up for success when it comes onto your hair care, because there is nothing else on this planet that I can literally make up that people haven't done already and you guys are following. I'm all about truth. I'm all about simplicity, but I'm also all about hair care. And the one thing that I committed my life to was making sure that I don't contribute to the contributors out here who are giving out false information and creating false hope. Never. Won't be me, won't do it, won't ever do it. If this video was of value to you, please stop what you're doing, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below and tell me which one of these myths you've been following. Which was your favorite? Which one have you heard the most? I want you to literally drop it down in the comments. And then I want you to share this video on your Instagram, your Facebook, everybody else. And I want to see what everybody else says was the myth that they heard. And let's see how many of you out here have really been following these myths. Of course, if you're new here, your girl's name is Crystal. I am the queen of Elite Hair Care USA. Yes, baby. But you've stumbled upon one of the best channels on YouTube. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that actual bell so you can catch my videos when I post them, because your girl stays on schedule. I'm always over here. Bye.